This video is going to provide an overview of Visual Studio 2017, how to go about creating a project and writing out the Hello World. The first thing we see right now is the Start page, and to create a brand new project we'll go to the File menu, press New, and Project. There are a number of different project templates that show up, and that's because Visual Studio supports many different project types. They also support many different languages too. The ones that we'll primarily be focused on early in the beginning are first the console application, used to create a command line application for our computer, the ASP.NET web application, used for creating ASP.NET based websites, a unit test project to write code that tests our other code, and the last is the class library. The class library is comprised of a number of different files and can be used as a part of other projects that we build. For today, we'll create a new console application, and we'll say that this is the console app for .NET Framework. I already have cloned a repository to my computer, so I'm going to select where this goes and I'm going to put that in the repository. Okay, I've located the repository. I'm going to give my project a name. And the next thing I'll do is I'll press OK. When Visual Studio has finished creating the necessary files for our project, it'll drop us right into the program.cs, or the starting point for our program. We can see which files we have active and open up top with the tabs. To look at what a project consists of, I'm going to open the Solution Explorer. If you don't see it, it's available through the View menu, Solution Explorer. A project actually sits inside of a solution file, something like a workspace. That solution file can consist of one or more multiple C# projects. Here, we have one C# project, which is a console application called Hello World. A C# project consists of source code files. If you want to see what that project looks like on your computer, you can right-click on the solution file and go to Open Folder in File Explorer. And what you'll do is you'll see the actual folders that represent what you're seeing in Visual Studio. Here is the SLN file, and then inside of that are the details for the Hello World project file. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to actually make this print out a message. So I'm going to go back to my program.cs and I'm going to put a new line inside of here. What I'd like you to do is watch here as I print out the message Hello World, and you'll notice that Visual Studio provides a number of different assistance techniques to prevent typos while we code. Notice that it's popping up an IntelliSense window to help us autocomplete the message that we want to type. If I open a parenthesis, it adds the closing parenthesis. If I open a double quote, it adds a closing quote. When I'm ready to run my program, I'll press Ctrl F5 and that will run it without debug mode. It compiles the code and then it produces an executable that pops up on the screen, and you can see the output for this particular program. I can go back in and I can change this message from Hello World to Hello Tech Elevator. And when I go ahead and press Ctrl F5 again, this will recompile the code and print out the new message in the command line.